we are successful, Professor Dexter, your discovery will rock the scientific world.
We will be. The temperature in the chamber is now normal. We can go in. Attach the electric impulses. I prepared the injection. Turn it off. Sit up.
We've been waiting 4 months for this moment. How can you be so calm? His eyes are twitching. There's life. He's coming to.
Thank you, Gilmore. I told you I would.
Hey. Hey, how'd I get here? Where am I?
Take it easy. You'll be all right.
Huh?
Yeah. Drink this.
What happened? Who are you guys?
You feel all right?
Yeah. I feel all right. I'm a little weak in the knees. Holy smokes, I'm cold.
We found you asleep in the park. You were...
Yeah, I remember. Drunk again. Well, you had a load on. Say, have I been here all night?
Yes.
I have?
You must be hungry.
Yeah.
Here. Go out and get yourself a good meal.
$5? Oh, me for the Waldorf Astoria. Hey, if you fellas want to find me again, anytime I'll be on that same bench.
So long. We may lift you up.
So long, fellas.
It's incredible. He didn't remember a thing. I wonder what he'd say if we told him he's been frozen solid for 4 months in sub-zero temperature without food or water.
He wouldn't believe.
Neither would anyone else. But you proved your theory, Professor Dexter.
If I can suspend animation for 4 months, I can do it for 4 years, or perhaps 400 years.
Unfortunately, we couldn't live long enough to prove that, my dear Dexter.
But suppose we were to find a body that has been frozen for perhaps thousands of years.
Oh, that's impossible.
To scientists, nothing is impossible.
I didn't mean that, my dear Dexter. I meant the finding of such a body.
That's what I wish to discuss with you. Come to my study. convinced this is the habitat of early man. Maybe 50 or 100,000 years ago.
You're undoubtedly right, Dexter. We've been up in this frozen wilderness for 10 months now. Doesn't it begin to look rather hopeless? After all, we're looking for a needle in a haystack, so to speak.
You have something on your mind. What is it?
I suggest we abandon the search. It seems so hopeless. We might stay here for years, never find anything but tusks and skeletons.
Quite true. But again, we may find what we're after.
It's one chance in a million. The odds are too great against us. Let's go home.
You can go if you want to. I'll stay on.
Oh, please don't misunderstand me, Dexter. I don't want to leave you here alone. I can't. But after all, I'm a married man with a family.
I'm married too.
You are?
A true scientist is married to his profession. No sacrifice is too great.
Come. We see men.
One chance in a million, and we won.
The greatest discovery since the Neanderthal man.
Dynamite? No dynamite. Picks only. Be very careful. And you were ready to give up.
I'm sorry, Dexter.
Our real work will begin when we get home.
I'm so glad you were both able to come.
We are very happy to be here.
Won't you go in and join the others?
Thank you.
Thank you.
The body looks to be intact.
Yes. The thawing out process must be made with very great care, so that the change of temperature is not too violent.
Hard to believe he's been dead for centuries.
How do you know he's dead?
I don't know. He may have been swept up alive in a glacial torrent and frozen in a sudden sub-zero temperature. But I had no idea it was so late. My wife will be wondering what's become of our guest of honor. I better phone the house and tell her we'll be late for the party.
What is it, Anne?
Uncle John just phoned. He and Professor Dexter are going to be late. They're in the middle of a very important experiment.
Oh, how provoking. But I blame it all on that Professor Dexter. He's impossible.
You sound as if you don't like that man.
I don't. He frightens me. I have a feeling that no good will come to John from associating with him. You know, sometimes I think Professor Dexter is mad.
Don't take Aunt Hilda too seriously, darling. She took a dislike to the professor the first time she saw him, and she's never gotten over it.
And I never will. Mark my words, your Uncle John will rue the day he ever became associated with that impossible person.
Well, now I'm looking forward to meeting the professor with added interest.
A perfect specimen of Pithecanthropus. Neither man nor ape.
I was right. It's alive.
I can't believe it.
Whoa. Whoa. Oh. Get back! Go back, I say! Kill us! The shroud served its master! Get back! Back, I say! You see? Fired his master! He probably never understood it. Open the door! Get back! Get back! Get back! Get!
How will you get him over to the Museum of Natural History?
And what makes you think that that is my plan?
What else can you do with him? How will the world know of your achievement?
Well, they will know in time. But first I shall try an experiment on him.
May I ask what you intend to do?
Certainly. I keep no secrets from you. On the contrary, I'm relying on your help.
Thank you. What do you intend to do with this ape man?
Well, I shall try to transplant a segment of the brain of a present-day man into the skull of that prehistoric creature, endowing him with just enough understanding to make him obey my orders.
Why not an entire brain?
No, that would remove his entire connection with his former life. I must leave in him enough of his own brain to stimulate his memory.
I see. Then you'll transplant just enough brain to vest him with the faculty of speech and slight reasoning power without disturbing the instincts and impulses of his former life.
Exactly.
But to do that, you'd have to take part of the brain away from a living man.
That's right.
Where will you find anyone willing to do that? Give part of his brain to science. There's great danger, in fact, almost a certainty he would die under the operation. That would be murder.
Murder is an ugly word. As a scientist, I don't recognize it.
We better hurry. My wife will think we're never coming.
Yes, let's get it over with.
You want to tell them about our discovery?
No, not a word. Until I'm ready to announce it to the world.
I'm just dying to hear all about your adventures, Professor.
There isn't very much to talk about, after all.
It must have been terribly lonesome up there all alone without your wife.
What a break.
What's that, George?
Why, I merely said, what a mistake. You're very quiet, Professor.
Yes, I was thinking. I enjoy studying people. You know, some people's brains would never be missed.
I've often thought that. You know, Professor Gilmore, I always wanted to be an explorer,
Oh.
but could never find time to get away from the office.
I'm going to ask Uncle John to play something for us.
He'd be glad to get away.
Uncle John, won't you play something for us, please?
Oh, I've probably forgotten how to play by this time, ma'am.
Oh, come on. Play that piece I like so much. You know, Moonlight Sonata?
Oh, but it's so sad.
Oh, come on, please.
Yes, do. Here's
Come on.
Please.
Lovely, dear.
All right. You asked for it.
For a long time.
Are you interested in science, Mr. Rogers?
Only from a distance, Professor. I'm much more interested in my own work.
What's that?
Studying law.
A noble profession. It requires a keen mind and a good sense of logic.
I don't know about that.
I think I better be going.
Oh, so early?
Yes, I'm conducting a very important experiment which requires my attention. And it's a long walk home. You see, I don't drive.
Well, let me drive you back in my car.
Oh, that would be awfully kind.
I'll just tell Ann where I'm going.
Oh, there's no need to bother, Miss Gilmore. You'll be right back. Let's go.
Well, good night, Professor.
Oh, won't you come in for a few minutes?
Well, thanks, but I think I better get back.
Not just for a little while. We'll drink a toast to the happiness of yourself and your lovely fiancée.
I can't refuse that.
Oh, that was beautiful, Uncle John. Please play some more.
No. Later, perhaps. Where are Professor Dexter and Steve?
Oh, don't worry about them. Professor Dexter's probably got Steve in the corner somewhere, giving him a lecture on evolution.
Come, sit down, Mr. Rogers. There are cigarettes. Help yourself.
Thank you.
To your happiness.
And to the success of your experiment, Professor.
Will you excuse us a moment, please?
Certainly.
Have you seen Professor Dexter?
He probably found our company too uninteresting and left.
Where's Steve?
I don't know.
Did he go with Dexter?
Really, John, I don't see why you should be so concerned.
I have reason to be concerned. I've got to find him. We'll make my excuses to our guests.
But, John,
Anything wrong, Mr. Rogers?
Strange, I feel so sleepy all of a sudden.
Yes. It is a bit stuffy in here. I'll open the window.
Oh, thanks.
or I'll kill you.
Dear Gilmore.
You're not going to use him for a guinea pig. Put that knife away and give him an injection to bring him to, or I swear I'll kill you, Dexter.
Well, if you're so interested in Mr. Rogers' well-being, I can hardly refuse you.
All right, go ahead.
There. He'll be all right in a few minutes.
Do you remember anything about this?
No. I drugged him. You remember nothing.
All right. Help me carry him upstairs before he recovers.
All right.
Good night, Miss Gilmore. We've had a wonderful time. Too bad to have seen so little of your husband.
I'm very sorry.
Don't forget to tell Steve goodbye for us.
I will, thank you.
Good night.
Good night.
Well, I wonder what could have happened to Uncle John and Steve.
Your uncle has behaved most disgracefully. But I blame it all on that Professor Dexter.
Hey, what happened to me? Mr. Gilmore, what are you doing here?
Professor Dexter phoned me. He thought you were ill.
Oh, I'm awfully sorry. I seem to remember getting sleepy, but
You're probably overworked.
maybe so. As a matter of fact, I haven't slept much all week.
If you're feeling better now, Steve, you better be getting back. Anne's worried.
Oh, sure, I'm all right. Well, Professor, good night. Awfully sorry I passed out on you.
Think nothing of it.
Run along, Steve. I'll follow you in a few minutes.
Okay.
That was the most contemptible thing a man ever tried to do to his friend.
My dear Gilmore,
You deliberately tried to murder someone dear to me.
he might not have died.
That's a comforting thought to you. Did you think what it might mean to that boy? If he lived, the operation would leave him an idiot.
And what about science?
Don't give me that science stuff. Science does not demand such stupid sacrifices. Science does not demand murder on its behalf. Dexter, you're a dangerous man. My wife warned me against you, and her intuition was right. I believe you're quite mad.
I see you and I do not think alike.
No, we don't. That's why I'm telling you now I never want to see you again or have anything more to do with you. My last bit of advice to you is to get rid of that horrible thing you have caged up. Destroy it, I beg of you, destroy it. If it should manage to get away, the primitive instinct in it would be to kill. And you would be held responsible, not that thing.
Thank you. When I need advice from you, I will ask for it. Good night. Fool, you'll pay for this. intended for you, my friend. Get out. Get in. Back! Back! I show you who is master. Back! I show you who is master.
All right, break it up, break it up. What goes on here?
Get back. Get back or I'll shoot. You fool, brainless fool! Get out! Get home!
What's the matter, Uncle John? You look worried.
Oh, nothing, Anne. I'm just...
Pardon me, Mr. Gilmore. You're wanted on the telephone.
Oh, thank you, Susan.
Excuse me.
Hello?
Hello, Gilmore. This is Dexter. Yes. I knew you must have read about it. It's terrible.
I was just about to finish my breakfast and go to the police. I'm glad you decided to do what I urged. Had you done it sooner, it would have saved the poor man's life. Of course I helped you do away with it. Well, we'll talk about that later. Goodbye. Yes, I'll be right over. I'm sorry, my dear, but something terribly important's come up, and I've got to go immediately.
But you haven't finished your breakfast, John.
That's what you get, Annie, for marrying a professor.
Be sure and be back for lunch, John. And don't forget we're going to the concert this afternoon.
I'll be back in time.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
I'm so grateful to you, Gilmore, for coming.
I wouldn't have come for any other reason but the killing of the ape.
Come. I can understand the way you feel about me. I don't blame you.
Nevertheless, as a public-minded citizen, I must still report to the police how the poor man happened to have been killed.
So my self-righteous friend was going to tell the police, huh? You trusting, stupid fool.
What are you going to do to me? Oh, I know you're insane.
Ape man, after I finish with him, will no longer have the primitive instinct to kill. He'll be a righteous citizen, just like you are. You know why? Because part of your brain, the righteous part, will be in him.
I know there's no use pleading with you, Dexter. I've only this to say. If someone has to be the victim of your madness, then I'm glad it's me, not Steve or some other innocent person. Because I feel partly responsible for this whole mess.
Spoken like a true scientist.
Do you suppose he can be? He promised to be home for lunch and the concert.
Well, he's probably with Professor Dexter.
No, he told me that he and Professor Dexter are through.
Still, something might have come up that would take him there. Come on, Ann, we'll drive over.
All right.
Now, stop worrying, Miss Gilmore. We'll find him.
Thanks, Steve.
How do you feel? You feel all right? It is a success. I have advanced his mind 20,000 years in a few hours. Rest.
Hello.
Oh, this is an unexpected pleasure.
We hate to disturb you, Professor Dexter, but is Uncle John with you?
What makes you think he might be here?
Well, we just thought he might be. He left home without finishing his breakfast, and he hasn't been back since.
Oh, is it so unusual?
Well, in this case, yes. You see, we were all going to a concert, and he hasn't even phoned.
I'm so sorry. I wish I could help you. Maybe he went to his club.
Maybe he did. Thank you. You know, Steve, I'm convinced Professor Dexter knows where Uncle John is.
What makes you say that?
Well, call it woman's intuition or whatever you like.
But why should the professor want to lie about it?
I don't know. But I think we ought to tell the police.
We'd better wait a bit before we do that. We can't just jump to conclusions, honey.
You know, Steve, I'm beginning to think Aunt Hilda was right about Professor Dexter.
Maybe you're right, honey.
You understand everything I say to you?
Me, Gil, no. Gil, no.
No, you're not Gilmore. What is your real name? All right, all right. It takes a little time. Perhaps another operation.
No.
Come back. Now come back, you fool.
I really think we ought to call the police. No, that would only cause a scandal. I can't stand any more of this.
Oh, Aunt Hilda, why don't you go upstairs and get some rest? We'll wait down here.
Promise to call me if something happens?
I promise.
Then I'll go.
I wonder where he can be.
Ann, I've got a hunch he's in trouble.
Well, if he doesn't show up soon, I'm going to call the police, whether Aunt Hilda likes it or not.
Okay. Listen, someone's playing the piano upstairs.
That must be Uncle John. That's his favorite piece.
But how'd he get in?
Maybe he's been in the house all the time. Let's go upstairs and see.
Let's go.
Is that you, John? I've been worried to death.
Well, there's no one here.
What was that?
Aunt Hilda.
He's dead.
Oh, I can't believe it.
I thought I saw someone going out of the window just as we came in. Get the police, quick. Huh? What?
The neck's broken, just like the other case. Any money or jewelry missing?
No, I don't think so.
What do you suppose his motive is, Sergeant?
Just plain murder by the look of it.
Well, my fiance chased him across the garden.
You stay here till the coroner comes. Come on with me, Bonnie.
Sarge, here's a footprint.
It looks too big to be real.
Here's another one.
Hey, what's this?
Thing.
Well, what happened to you?
Thing, where is it?
Where's what?
It knocked me down.
Take it easy, fella. Who was it?
No, it wasn't a man. It was like a big ape. It killed Mrs. Gilmore. I saw it climb through the window.
Did you see which way it went?
I don't know, but I got a good idea where it came from. Come on.
Move on. Let's go down. Where have you been?
My home.
Did you kill somebody again?
I killed Hilda.
Mrs. Gilmore. Why did you kill her?
Didn't mean to.
This is the house. I'm sure Dexter knows something about it.
I hope you're right.
Get in there, you fool. Get in there. Do as I say. No. Good evening, gentlemen. Why, Mr. Rogers. What brings you here this time of night?
We're looking for someone.
Maybe I can help you.
Do you mind if we look around, Professor?
Oh, not at all. You think perhaps somebody entered this house?
It's possible.
That monster, where is it?
Monster? I don't know what you're talking about.
You will when we find it. Nothing in there.
Looks like we're barking up the wrong tree.
Are you satisfied, Mr. Rogers?
I'm not so sure. Where's that door lead to?
Oh, that leads to my laboratory. You may want to inspect that too.
Well, we might as well as long as we're here.
Very well. Follow me.
Kind of an interesting setup you have here, Professor.
Yes, I'm proud of it.
What was that noise?
It must have been next door.
Well, maybe we'd better go around and see what's out there.
There it is. That's the thing that killed Mrs. Gilmore.
For the love of Pete, what is it?
Oh, no! Get away! Get away! Get away!
You knew all about it, huh?
I brought it to life.
What is it?
It is a prehistoric man with part of Gilmore's brain.
Gilmore?
In the interest of science, you must destroy that thing.
Oh, how? Bullets don't seem to phase it.
There's only one way. Fire.
So that's why it went to Gilmore's house. It may go back there again.
Well, if you see him, please ask him to come right over. I'm frightened. Yeah, thank you.
Very pretty. Come with me.
I'll get it. All right.
There it goes. It's got Ann. No. That won't do any good. You might hit her.
I'll send out an alarm.
Give me police headquarters. Station 42, quick.
Are you kidding?
But I tell you, I saw it with my own eyes. Call out everything you got.
Okay. McGinnis, put out this alarm. Call all cars in this vicinity. Be on the lookout for an escaped maniac somewhere loose in the city. Looks more like an ape than a man. Was last seen carrying off a girl. This character is dangerous. Okay. Back and try and catch him on the other side. Hey, what's going on here?
He's in this building. Get the other boys and bring the torches.
Right.
There he is up there.
Light your torches and spread out. Remember, no shooting. Barney, guard that exit. 3 of you boys go up that ladder. We'll go up here. We've got to corner him.
Get back, boys.
They will not find you now.
I'll have to break it down. Place is on fire! Don't be a fool! You can't make it! Thanks down there. Help me get them outside. All right.
Are you all right, honey?
Oh, Steve.
Take it easy. Everything's going to be all right.
Well, this is one time. I hope the fire department lets it get a good start.